Welcome to my channel. It's another wonderful day on God's green earth, and I'm thankful to be alive and doing music. And I'm glad that you came here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do another 6 requested reactions today, but before I do that, I have a bonus video for you. This is one that was mentioned in the comments yesterday. Did not ask me to react to it, but after watching it, I thought I need to share this with you because it has some important messages in it. So this is Emma Cock, at the age of 14, and she's being interviewed, and then she sings a song. And so we're going to get right into it, but before we do that, I do want to thank you for coming again. And I also want to remind you that I always put the artist links in the description of my videos so that you can support them as well. And I put the link to the reaction request form so you can request reactions. I do not take requests from the comments, so don't fill in a request in the comments. Put it in the reaction form. Okay? I know that's a little different from a lot of channels, but that's how we do it here. So thank you for following that. So this is Emma Cock being interviewed and then singing a song. And it is subtitled. So that's good, because I don't understand Dutch.
Vrijheid voor mij betekent heel veel. Ik heb momenten waarop ik me niet vrij voel en dan wil ik juist vrijheid. En voor mij betekent vrijheid dat ik kan rondrennen, dat ik kan rondspringen, dat ik kan huppelen en dat ik op het podium mag staan. Het liedje wat ik ga zingen is Als wij niets doen uit Soldaat van Oranje. Ik denk dat jongeren zoals wij nu echt pas beseffen wat oorlog is en hoe dichtbij het eigenlijk nu is. En dat we ook niet moeten doen alsof er niets aan de hand is. Dat er wel echt nu oorlog is in Oekraïne. Ja, zoals het liedje zegt, als wij niets doen, wie dan? Wie gaat er dan iets doen? Ik bedoel, we willen gewoon de oorlog stoppen. Ik wil dat de oorlog stopt. Ik wil dat de oorlog stopt voor die arme kinderen en arme moeders en vaders die nu in het leger zitten. Die moeten vechten voor hun leven. Ik wil gewoon dat het stopt en ja, we moeten gewoon wat doen met z'n allen.
Emma Cock is 14 jaar en nu al zangeres. Ze doet niets liever dan zingen. In 2021 werd ze zelfs de winnares van The Voice Kids. Vanavond is ze hier om te zingen over het verzet tijdens een oorlog. Dit lied raakte haar en dat snap ik. Want soms als ik beelden zie van kinderen die een oorlog hebben meegemaakt, dan vraag ik mezelf af, moeten we echt niet iets doen om dit geweld te stoppen? Emma vindt dat ook en daarom zingt ze het lied Als wij niets doen.
Denk je soms dat dit ons leven niet raakt? Of wachten we tot de storm overwaait? Onze vrienden kapot worden gemaakt. Kijken we toe tot de wind weer draait. Niemand van ons heeft hierom gevraagd. Maar doen of je neus bloedt is Gods geklaagd. We zitten te slapen, ons huis staat in brand. En je kunt niet weg, het is overal, steek je kop niet in het zand. Als wij niets doen, gaat niet weg als je je ogen maar sluit. Je hoort en je ziet, maar je zwijgt. Volg je hart, of red je je uit. We kunnen niet blijven doen of dit niet bestaat. En vergeten de regels en stellen daad. Er zijn veel te veel tranen. Je voelt toch de pijn. Het is nu aan jou. Nu moet je hier zijn. Als wij niets doen, wie dan? We zien toch dat dit niet kan. Het is nu aan jou en mij. Onze enige hoop zijn wij. Vertrouw je niet achter je ogen, veilige buurt. Je moet jezelf vragen, als de wereld in brand staat, wie blust dan het vuur? Het over jou en mij. Onze enige hoop zijn wij. Het is omdat dit niet kan. Als wij niets doen, wie dan?
Oh, if only songs could do it, huh? The sentiment in this song is so wonderful, and her desire to see peace is what should burn in the heart of every human being. But the problem is, words don't describe what needs to be done. How do you, for example, stop the war in Ukraine? What do you do? Go in there with a bunch of people without weapons and stand in a line between the two sides? You know, what do you do? Do you assassinate the leaders? It's a problem that we face far too often, and there seem to be no good answers. But I commend Emma for singing the song and for expressing that desire, because that's what should be the desire of all of us, is to see peace worldwide. It's a difficult situation. There are no easy answers. There just aren't, you know. Yeah, it's up to us, but what do we do? How do we put an end to it? Those are the problems that we've wrestled with for years and years and years. You know, we're having confirmation hearings in the United States for the members of the President's cabinet. These are the officers who will serve directly under him and report directly to him and carry out his policies. And during the testimony, it was revealed that in the Obama administration, the United States was funding ISIS terrorists to fight in Syria. I just don't understand that. How can someone be your enemy and yet your ally at the same time? There has to be some other motivation that we're not seeing, some reason why. Because it's clearly not enemy versus friend. It's not ally versus foe. It can't be, because they're on the one hand they're killing them, and on the other hand they're providing them with arms and ammunition to kill somebody else. It makes no sense at all. And one of the things that we can do is demand that our leaders do better, that they not do this underhanded stuff, that they not have a double-sided standard, a dual personality policy. It just does not make sense. And I know that the United States has been involved in a lot of underhanded and dirty dealing and secret stuff like that. And it disgusts me. It absolutely disgusts me. That is not supposed to be what our country is about. I hope that we can get to the point in our country where the government is as transparent as possible, and where all these underhanded, dirty deals are no longer being done. They're brought to light, and the people who do them are prosecuted. It needs to end, and if it ends, and if it ends in other countries, then we'll go a long way toward having peace. Far too often, it's the United States that stirs things up in other countries and gets a fight going, and it's evil. It's evil. Our leadership has been evil. They have behaved in an evil way, and I cannot forgive them for that. There is no excuse. And I know, we have so much work to do in our country to clean it up. My God, it's like Sisyphus in the Aegean stables. But it needs to be done, and so we have to tackle the job. And we have to stand up for it. We as Americans have to say to our government, stop all this evil, stop all this dirty dealing, stop all this underhanded, under-the-table stuff, stop all the secret crap. Be honest about what you're up to. Support your allies. Don't undermine them. You could get me going on this for a long time, trust me. It just gets under my skin, something fierce. I wish we could just wipe the slate clean and start over. But, maybe that's not possible. I don't know. But what must be possible is that we, the people, not just America, but all over the world, demand that our leaders be honest with us, demand that our leaders be transparent, and demand that they not start wars. If we all demand that, and if we are all successful demanding it, there will be no war. And then Emma's dream will come true. Oh, yeah, I could go on a long time. But for now, I just pray for Emma. I pray that her message is carried across the world and heard by people and understood by people. And I pray that God watches over her, takes care of her health, and allows her to perform as she wants to, and that God can keep her strong and healthy throughout her life. And if it's His will, and if she believes, I pray to God that she is healed. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.